This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. It is a great day to stop by First Light Coffee in downtown Roanoke. They opened at 7 a.m. this morning, and you can stop by there and get you a hug, a cup of hug, a hug cup. A cup of coffee to get your Monday started as we kick off another work week for your Monday, January 8th, 2024 on Dr. Don's Weather. Stop by there and tell Jessica we said hello this morning. Also, don't forget to get in touch with Jamie Dukas for all of your insurance needs for Alabama and Georgia. He can handle your personal and commercial insurance needs. Folks, he is saving you money. He's putting money back in your pocket. Have you been to the grocery store lately? You know what inflation is, so you need to save every dime you possibly can. Get in touch with Jamie today. It's absolutely free to find out how much Jamie Dukas can save you with your insurance. Scan the QR code, click the link at the top of the video, or call Jamie at 256-831-7770. Remember, Jamie Dukas. Also, don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel and sign up for Dr. Don's Weather. You want to subscribe and click that little bell so that when we go live to cover severe weather, you'll be guaranteed to get that notification. We may have to deal with some severe weather late tonight into tomorrow morning. Here's the latest thinking from the National Weather Service office. Out of Birmingham, we see that there is a marginal risk across the southern end of our coverage area, across East Alabama and West Georgia. There is a slight risk, basically from about Demopolis to just south of Auburn and south. And then there is an enhanced risk down in southeast Alabama and southwest Alabama. Pretty much the southern tier of counties across Alabama and northwest Florida is where the best chance of severe weather will be late tonight into Tuesday morning. And you see the timing there on the right-hand side of your screen, 2 a.m. through 7 a.m. for southwest Alabama, and then 6 a.m. through 10 a.m. for east and southeast Alabama. Several products I want to show you this morning. Here is the wind potential, and this could be a problem across East Alabama and West Georgia. You see there along the stair step between Talladega and Clay, up through Mount Cheahaw and up into Cleburne and Calhoun, we could be looking at wind gusts as high as 46 miles per hour. Across the remainder of East Alabama, we're talking about 40 to 45 miles per hour wind gust this evening. Now, folks, this is going to be away from thunderstorms, so you don't have to have a thunderstorm to get these type winds. We're going to be caught in a gradient, which means that we could have winds gusting up to 45 miles per hour, even away from thunderstorms, with no rain falling outside. So make sure you got all of those outdoor items anchored down very well. For those of you who still have your Christmas decorations outside, today might be a good day to get those things put up. Make sure your trampolines and your trash cans are all secured well, because if you don't, they're going to end up in your neighbor's front yard. All right, so here's the rainfall potential. That could be another threat for East Alabama and West Georgia. We're talking down in places like Wetumpka and Tallahassee, Reeltown, maybe 4 to 6 inches. Other locations across East Alabama and West Georgia will see 3 to 4 inches of potential rainfall. So a tremendous amount of rain on the way with this system and high winds. I think those two elements will be the biggest threat for East Alabama and West Georgia, while the severe thunderstorms and the tornado potential should stay down in South Alabama. Let's take a look at the latest high-resolution model showing you what's going to happen here. There's the front as it moves through Alabama and Georgia. I think probably 7, 8, 9, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Rain starts to move into the area this afternoon after about 6 p.m. And then during the overnight, we're looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms. And that main line pushes into East Alabama right after daybreak tomorrow morning through about 10 or 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. And that's where the main line of thunderstorms would move through East Alabama and West Georgia. Let's take a look at the tornado threat. This is going to be the significant tornado parameter. And you'll see that down in South Alabama, Southwest Alabama, particularly places like Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Pensacola, on over toward Destin and Panama City is where the highest threat will be. We'll let this loop again. You'll see that it really doesn't make it up into East Alabama, but Southwest Alabama, southern portions of Alabama, Andalusia, and then northwest Florida. And then by the time we get to about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, that STP pretty much fades away. So not looking for a major tornado outbreak in places like Albany, Georgia. But again, back over toward the Mobile area, Andalusia, Pensacola, that's where the highest threat for tornadic activity will be as we get into this system late tonight and into tomorrow morning. Let's take a look at your current conditions from the venue at 5 Points Farms. It is a cold start to your Monday. We're looking at 32 degrees out there right now with fair skies. Wind out of the northeast at 3, gusting to 4. Humidity is 90%. The barometric pressure at 30.29. Dew point is 30 degrees. No rain in the past 24 hours. That is about to change significantly. High temperature on your Sunday was 50. Sunrise this morning at 6:43. And the sun sets this evening at 4:52 p.m. We'll start the day with filtered daylight, sunshine, and then as we get into the afternoon, the clouds will thicken, and by the time we head back home this afternoon, 6 p.m., clouds will start to overtake, and we'll see no more sun. It'll be a cloudy evening. 52 this afternoon for your daytime high in Roanoke, Ashland, Lineville. 51 in Wedowee and Woodland, and we'll make it to 53 over in Franklin. Here's your 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. For today, again, we start the day with filtered sunshine. By afternoon, clouds will take over. We'll introduce a 30% chance of rain late in the afternoon. 52 will be your high this afternoon, down to 48 tonight. Winds will increase as the storm system moves in out of the west. We'll have southwesterly winds coming up off the Gulf of Mexico in advance or just behind a warm front that will sweep across Alabama before the cold front gets here. And that's going to increase those winds. We're talking, 20, 30, maybe even 40, 45 mile per hour wind gust at times. A wind advisory is in effect for all of East Alabama and West Georgia as we get into this event this evening. It's going to be very windy and very wet. We'll give you a 100% chance of rain after midnight tonight. That will continue through about noon on Tuesday. Again, 2 to 4 inches of rain seems plausible across most locations in East Alabama and West Georgia. Showers and thunderstorms throughout the morning on Tuesday. Again, I think the biggest severe threat will be limited to South Alabama, Northwest Florida, maybe extreme southwestern Georgia. But across East Alabama and West Georgia, it's going to be what? It's going to be the wind and the rain. Those are going to be the two main factors. 57 your high on Tuesday. And we're going to bottom out Tuesday night. The precipitation is long gone, but we'll make it to 32 degrees for your overnight low. On Wednesday, back to mostly sunny conditions, 48. Thursday, a warming trend, 58, mostly sunny. And then here comes another storm system on Friday. Right now, we're only going to give you about a 40% chance of a shower, 64, maybe a rumble of thunder. 30% chance of rain on Friday night, but again, I think the rain's gone before we get that cold. And then on Saturday, back to sunny skies. 46 will be your high with an overnight low. 26 degrees out there on Saturday night. Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar this morning, and you can see our storm system off to the west with low anchored around Amarillo, Texas. You'll see that warm front. That's that red line that's running out ahead of the cold front. And that's going to sweep through here first. That's going to bring our temperatures up this afternoon. We're going to make it up into the upper 50s, maybe the mid 60s in some locations, I think, down in South Alabama. And that's what's really going to fuel all of these storms later on this evening. But that entire area is going to be slowly moving across the United States today, and it'll be in here after about 6 p.m. this evening, influencing our weather across East Alabama and West Georgia. As a matter of fact, we already have a few showers down in South Central Alabama. We'll take you down there south of Montgomery, and you can see a few scattered showers from Jackson back up to Thomasville, north of Monroeville, back over toward Greenville, and then just south of Montgomery to the southwest of Union Springs. We'll come back up to East Alabama and West Georgia at this hour. We are showing no precipitation across our particular area. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. Be sure you text the word ALERT to 256-540-8664 so you'll receive that important information from the Randolph County Emergency Management Agency. As we get into this event this evening, it is possible we could see some flooding. So you're going to want to make sure that you're getting that information from the Randolph County Emergency Management Agency. Hyper Reach is brought to you by the Randolph County Commission. If you own a business and you'd like to be a partner with us here on Dr. Don's Weather, we'd love to have you. All you have to do is send me a message on Messenger, and we can have you started by the time we do our next weather forecast, which will probably be an update this evening, and then we may have live coverage for you as we get into this event. Also, don't forget, folks, if you watch us on Facebook, make sure you like our page and share us with your friends. Ask them to share with their friends. If you don't do this periodically, then we'll drop off of your feed and you won't get notification when we go live. So it's very important to like us on Facebook. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. We'll see you back in here later today with updates and maybe overnight coverage, and then we'll be back first thing tomorrow morning with your next primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.